windows tinted, that you can't see in it. Bitch, I'm about to win it. Can't on me on my pivot. I came right back in action, so I'm ready to kill it. I got the game in the head on submission. All black windows tinted, that you can't see in it. Bitch, I'm about to win it. Can't on me on my pivot. I came right back in action, so I'm ready to kill it.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Brooklyn Boxing Podcast. I am joined by Anuj Kumar Singh, all the way from India. Thanks for joining the show.
Thank you, bro.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you taking some time to join here today. Most recently, the UBO champion that you just won the belt over there in India. Talk to me a little bit about winning that belt and making that step in your career.
Okay. See, whenever anyone go for professional boxing, so he aims for a belt. If you get a belt, then you get a value for that. And I had a dream to win a belt, whether it's Asian champion or international or intercontinental or world champion. So for me, winning the UBO title belt, it's a dream come true. That only, yeah.
And are you the first professional boxer from your area, correct? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Professional boxer from Maharashtra, because in India we don't have that much professional boxing circuit. We have a culture of amateur boxing in India. So here still people are lacking professional boxing. They are here we don't have that much big promoters in India. We don't have that much sponsors. So here professional boxers are struggling, and we are trying our best to bring the glory for professional boxing in India.
And how'd you get started? Go ahead.
Actually, I started professional boxing in 2015. I started my boxing journey from 2009. There was a 2008 Olympic that was in Beijing. So there our Indian boxer Vijender Singh, he won medal. He won bronze medal. So from there, in India, boxing was getting boom. Boxers were getting fame, and after that, even I approached to boxing. I tried boxing. Then I played amateur boxing for 6 years. I played state nationals and the district championship as well. After that, in 2015, I started the professional circuit. My first bout was international in Thailand, Bangkok. After that, I played in China, Nepal. Then I played in Africa, Tanzania, and last year I won UBO international. Last year, 2019, I won UBO international super featherweight champion. So that boosted my moral that boosted my confidence.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and moving forward in your career, I'd be curious to hear about the gyms in India. Where are you training? I know you said there's a lot of a big amateur scene in India, but where are you currently training, and talk to me a little bit about the gym.
Yeah, I am training here. I'm in India. I train with my coach. I have my coach from amateur days only, Rajan Jothadi, and from him only I learned everything about boxing, and he guided me whenever I needed his guidance. And I used to train in Mumbai at Veer Savarkar Boxing Club. That's a club, and Veer Savarkar he was a great freedom fighter, So we have a culture, and I'm I'm very honored to take the culture of Veer Savarkar, and now I what I say I can it's very honor for me to represent the Veer Savarkar Boxing Club at all the world level also.
And who are some guys that inspired you on the way coming up, or got you into boxing? Is there any professional fighters that you looked at and you said, I want to be like them?
See, right now, I want to be like Wesley Lomachenko. I like his game, he's king. But because he lost, people lost faith in him. But I still believe he's the best, and he gonna come back. So I believe I want to be like him only. I have seen when I saw his first loss in professional boxing. when he started that debut fight was he lost in that fight, but after that like he never lost till last fight,
Right.
and like he has beaten many world champions
Yeah,
like
definitely. I think it's
Rigo, then many players were there.
yeah, Lomachenko has had an interesting, obviously amazing career so far, but like you said, a lot of people have been writing him off since
Even
his last loss.
when I played in Shanghai in the China, that was like world championship undercard. Undercard Zhu Shiming. Zhu Shiming like he was three-time Olympic medalist, two-time Olympic champion, and one-time Olympic bronze medalist, and he was WBO world champion in super flyweight. So I played under his undercard. So that was my biggest event. Like from there, like I thought like I have to do something big because there I met all the big people. I met like world's best cutman like Jacob Duran. So they there were many big peoples. Like I met Australian Thai. Thai was a matchmaker. I met him. Then even from Australia, one of my friend Bruno Tarimo, he's doing good. So even I look at him also, and from there only like see I look up all the boxes, and I think I can see I think if I if I train harder, I can be the world champion. I want to be the world champion because there was an article when I saw that like which country produces the best boxer in the world, and India was not even the option. So that hit me harder. So I want to bring that glory, and I want to bring our flag over there.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful stuff, right? I mean, you want to be really the pioneer for boxing in India. And have
Yeah,
you got a a little fan base growing around you, of people supporting you in the country? Are you starting to gather that base in India that's following your career?
actually during my earlier days there wasn't any fame and all. Like when I used to go and when I like in my earlier days when I started my boxing professional boxing career, so no one has any information about professional boxing. I went to Thailand, I played, no one asked me how was my fight. Then again, when I went China, that was like world championship undercard. So after that, I got little bit fame because like many people saw me. That was a big event, WBO World Championship. So after that, when I went to again Tanzania, I knocked out over there. I knocked out their player. I won that fight with knockout decision. After that, I got getting recognized by people, and after that, I got fan following. Like people believe me, and after that, like when people don't know about you, then you don't have any pressure. But when you're famous and people are having hope with you, uh, like they want me to win, they want us to win the fight, and they want us to bring the glory to India. So now I have to do more because people have big expectations with me. So now I have to work harder, and I have to achieve whatever I want to.
So what's next for you in terms of
Uh,
fights? Is there anything on the books?
yeah, actually, I have last year, because of COVID, we couldn't fight any fight. But but now I have like option. I got from UBO. They asked me to go for intercontinental. So now I have UBO intercontinental. After that, 2 3 more fights, and I'll go for UBO world champion. Actually, see, I want to like challenge big names like Ryan Garcia, like all the big people, because I believe I can beat them if I train harder, and I have to train harder. There is no excuse. If I see if later on my career, if I tell people like if I could have done this, if I would have won the fight. But I don't want any regret, and I want to do my best. I want to try everything I can try, and I will do something big.
Where does that confidence come from? Is that from a lot of your amateur career or just your preparation in the gym? Have you grown a lot as a fighter in the last year or so? Do you feel like you're just constantly getting better?
See, like I have confidence because see, like I'm been in this game more than 10 years. I started boxing career in 2009. So I know see, I have 6 years of amateur career. After that, I have 6 years of professional boxing as well. I started professional boxing in 2015, and now it's 2021. So 6 year here and 6 year amateur. So I have almost 12 years of boxing experience. So I know and till now that I haven't got that much harder punch. So I believe I can take punches and I can hit harder. But as people say, it's a sweet science. The science is don't get hit any harder. But it's a boxing. Even winner also get hits, and loser also gets hit. So that's I got confidence because there are lots of haters. They want me to. They want me to fail. And I am here to prove them wrong. So I want to prove them wrong, and I want to prove them. See, I believe I am not the best, but I always believe I can beat the best, and I'm here to beat the best only.
And what about your future? So your future matchups, are there potential fights in India, or are you going to have to go out of the country for those
Out of the
matchups?
country, because in India I don't have that much sponsors, so I have to go out of the country only. Like mostly my fights are out of the country only.
And where usually just throughout Europe?
You're not Europe, in Asia, like
Asia.
Indonesia or Thailand or in Africa. But I was having plan for Australia as well, because in Australia there are many people who knows me personally, like Bruno Tarimoden, Thai is there, and one more guy, I'm forgetting his name, but he is very good friend of mine because he met me in China.
Maybe it
And
was maybe one of our previous guests, Tony Tolge. He's a promoter out there in Australia for Dragonfire Boxing. So shout out to them. Maybe you can get it set up with him for a fight.
yeah, I spoke. I even I'm talking with him only, like Tony Tolzi. Yeah, I am in talking with him, with Tony. Let's
Nice.
hope for the best, because uh, in the beginning when I started my boxing career in professional boxing, I wasn't having a good promoter. My promoter used me. There are fights like which I even didn't play, and they are lost record on my name. So because of that bad record, so I'm struggling. I see, even from my last four fight, I didn't lose any. I won three. Yeah, I won three, one draw. But my starting of professional boxing, I got continuous three loss. In that, like there was a fight which I didn't even play. So it's like lots of politics. So I have to get through all these things.
So who is your current promoter?
No, unlike I'm with my one of my teammate. Even he's the junior world champion in amateur boxing. He was junior world champion and best boxer from India in amateur boxing, Vipin Kumar. So now I and him, we both are running a promotion that's called Veer Boxing Promotion. So we are going with them only.
Okay. So for the fans, listening right now, and they want to check out your next fight, is there any news in terms of how soon that could be?
See, like as I told you, like I have fight for UBA Intercontinental. After that, like I wanna go for WBC and WBO as well. But because of sanction fee and all, I don't have, as I told you, I don't have that much big promoters. So I have to go slowly, and I have to build record. And I want to, as I told you, like I want to challenge big names like Ryan Garcia or whoever in my weight. So I want to challenge, and I want to fight everyone. I want to win that.
So what do you think about recently, some super featherweight action recently between Valdez and Berchelt? What do you think about that fight? Valdez obviously put
Yeah,
on a great performance.
I saw Berchelt, but I think the people are telling that he got affected because of COVID. But you know, according to me, he exhausted in the 10th round, and he lost the guard, and he got hit. And it was 10th round when he got hit, so he was very exhausted. That's why he dropped and he was knocked out. But
Right.
I believe like he'll come back and he'll achieve his greatness because he's a great fighter.
Yeah, he's a great fighter, and obviously Valdez proved that he's for real, and he put on a great performance. Shakur Stevenson was another guy in the crowd during that event. A lot of people
Shakur
are high on
Stevenson.
him and his skills. So what do you think about Shakur as a fighter in that division?
Yeah, he's also a young fighter, and like he's having very high confidence, and he's doing pretty well. I guess right now in super featherweight, he's the biggest challenge. Yeah, he's the biggest challenge apart from Berchelt and other guy. Uh, Shakur Stevenson is biggest guy in our weight, super featherweight category.
Yeah, there's a lot of great names in that division right now. It's a hot division, so it's good for you to have those guys in your sights down the line. But as far as training goes for you right now, what's a typical training day for you? How's that look? Is it a lot of running? Is it a lot of just time in the gym boxing, or both? Or how's that work for you?
Actually, mostly see, I go for back punching more. In boxing, like see, running I do in the morning, and after that I go to gym. I go to gym for 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours, and that's for weight training and all. And after that, in the evening, I have my boxing session. So there I go more for back punching because I believe in power punching. So mostly I go for back punching. After that, I go for jumping rope and all. Then other like circuit training like hammer. Then hammer is there. Then other battle ropes are there and other stuff.
So I know you said, there's not a ton of boxers in the gym for you. When you're sparring, are you sparring against bigger guys, smaller guys? It's probably hard to find someone in your weight class, right?
Actually,
There are a lot of
actually,
guys.
actually, when I started my boxing, during my amateur days only, I used to spar with bigger guys. Like amateur days, I used to play 52. That was like fly, but I used to spar with like 69, 70 or 76. So I'm used to get like bigger guys. So that's why I'm more confident about my power punching, and I know that I can take hits because I'm very used to. As I told you, I'm very used to get hit by bigger guys. So that's why like I have more confidence.
And is that probably, I'm sure that's helped with your defense, right? You're used to those bigger punchers in sparring, so you're you're used to trying to avoid that, right?
Yeah, that's what. Like that's my strength. I can take hits very easily, but because I believe on my jaw and chin. So it's stronger. I believe that.
And that's just from being tested in the gym, right? Or is that something you think you were born with?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to, check out your next fight. It's obviously cool that you got the UBO title right now, and you said you're going to be challenging for the international. So make sure to please let us know when you get an announcement on that, so we can push that out. But right now, in the meantime, you got your training camp, you're hitting the road, you're in the gym working. Is there any of your coaches or training partners that you're really learning from the most, or helping elevate your game to that next level so you can lead the charge for India?
Yes. Actually, one of my friend like is Riaz. He used to like train me during my amateur days only, and like I used to like look at him like because he was a very strong boxer and he was very technical guy, and I like most of the time I followed him also, and still like that guy support me. And if I say like he was the first person to sponsor, like when I started amateur, I wasn't having like support from my family because our family in India like they believe you have to study harder. Like here we have a culture for study and all. In my family, there is no one in sports. I'm the first guy to be a sportsman. So that time, like when I started boxing, I wasn't giving. I wasn't having money to buy my shoes. So that guy helped me, and I used to earn my shoes. Like I used to earn for my shoes, for my diet, for my kit and all. So I have the like as I told you, like here in India we don't have that culture. So that's why I had to, because it's my dream. So I have to do something. I can't sit back and I can't tell the people that I'm not getting support. if I do something bigger, then obviously people are gonna support me. But first, I have to prove them that I am here to do something bigger. Because as I told you earlier, my family wasn't supportive, but now they are supporting, and I want that, because if you have a support from family and you are mentally stable, then you can perform better. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. It must have been tough starting out, like you mentioned, when there's just not a lot of awareness about boxing in India, right? So they said they're probably confused as, what are you trying to do with this? But now they're starting to see, right?
Yeah, actually, but still people are there. Still, there are many people like who doubts. That's why I told you, like they are the people like I want to prove them wrong, and from there only I boost my confidence, because there are people who want to see me fail, and I want to prove them wrong. That's my biggest motivation. And whenever I carry my country flag, so when you are carrying your national flag, that's your national pride. So that's the biggest strength. When as I like when I played in Shanghai in China, that time I lost. I cut down almost like 12 kgs for that fight. I played 52, and that time my weight was 64. So that I got very very weak because of weight cutting and all. I wasn't having much stamina, but when I carried my flag, after that I got like boosted up. I got confidence, and I like there I got content. There I got confident. I don't have to give up. I played that fight, and that was a draw.
Yeah, that's
So from
awesome.
there only, like I got confidence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's awesome. It's awesome to hear that you're carrying the flag and representing India, and hopefully you'll be the first. You would be the first world champion from India, correct? And be a
Yeah,
massive
thank you,
star.
thank you. Even I'm ready for that.
There's a lot of people in India, so if you could do that, you could skyrocket to fame pretty quickly, huh?
Yeah, that's my dream, and that's my dream. Like I want to do something that people have not done yet, and I want to do that, because as I told you, like Indian boxer in professional boxing are not much famous, and I want to bring glory for India in professional boxing.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to check out whatever is next for you. Make sure to let us know, and we'll help push that out, where to watch, and everyone can follow your career. But for now, if you want to shout out your Instagram where people can follow you, follow your career, go ahead. And it's been a pleasure talking with you today.
So thank you so much, good brother. People can follow me on Instagram. My user ID is Anuj Kumar Singh Boxer, and people can watch my boxing on YouTube also. It's my same name, Anuj Kumar Singh Boxer. You can go and you can check out my YouTube channel. Thank you for that opportunity, bro.
Yeah, awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on today, and I'll make sure to let everyone know where the next biggest star is coming out of, and that's
Thank
India.
you, bro. Actually, it was my dream to be an international star. I don't want to be here only. I want to be an international star. And thank you, thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity, bro.
No problem. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks.